Let's talk about how to play the C major pentatonic scale on guitar. Now, I often say if I had to know just one scale, I would pick the pentatonic scale because it's so versatile and it comes up in so many famous songs. Now, whether you're a beginner or an advanced player, you're going to want to make sure you know this pattern. All right, so let's get straight into it. Now, you may be thinking, well, John, what is the C major pentatonic scale? Well, it is a group of 5 notes, and this comes from the word penta, right, which means 5, the pentatonic scale, and it follows a specific pattern. Those notes are C, D, E, G, A, and then you get C again. So on guitar, you could play this at the 3rd fret of the 5th string, then open 4th string, then the 2nd fret of the 4th string, open 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then C again here on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So I've got C, D, E, G, A, and then C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's 1 again. This is your octave. It's the same letter name, C, as where we started here. Now you can kind of see right there in this position, if you know your C chord, that a lot of those notes, like this note and the first note, and then this note, right, and then this 1st fret here, if you put it together, you've got a C chord. You've got the 3rd fret of the 5th string, 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, open. And that's the chord shape that I would associate with the scale. So I always have a chord grip that goes with the scale pattern that I'm learning, and that helps me connect the chords and the scales together. So next, let's talk about the formula for this scale, okay? So basically, every scale follows a specific set of whole steps and half steps. So if we start on C and we go to D, that's a whole step, and then D to E is a whole step. Now E to G is a step and a half, and then a whole step to A, G to A, and then a step and a half up to C. So if you start on any note, like if I start on C here and just go up, I would go whole step, step and a half, whole step, step and a half. And that gives me the C major pentatonic scale all on one string. So next, let's talk about what fingers you should use. So if you're playing this here in this position, you want to match the fingers to the frets. So if you're on the 3rd fret, you play the 3rd finger, that's my ring finger, then open, then 2nd fret means middle finger there, 2nd finger, and then open, 2nd fret, again, that's gonna be 2nd finger, and then 1st fret, 1st finger. So I've got ring, middle, middle, index. Now, a great way to practice this scale is with a metronome. So you can pull up your phone. If you have a metronome app, there's a lot of great free metronome apps. And you could also just go to Google and type in metronome, and Google actually has a pretty good free metronome. So what I did was set it to 60 beats per minute. And you've got this click. Now what you're gonna do is play the scale. We're gonna go up and down that pattern, and we're gonna play on every click. And I'm gonna use down plucks with my strum hand. We're gonna play it right on every click, and then when we get to the top note, we're gonna play that twice and then come back down, and then we'll reset the whole pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Repeat that note, come back down, and reset. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Double that note, come back down. One more time, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So practice that scale, and then as you get more comfortable, you can bump the tempo up. You could even go from, say, quarter notes to eighth notes, and this would be playing a different rhythm, a different subdivision. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go 1 and 2 and 3 and there I started doing some alternate picking. So it all builds from there. Now, a couple examples of songs that use the pentatonic scale. Like here's a few riffs. You might recognize this one. And that's literally the pentatonic scale, just going straight up in a riff. Here's another one that comes down the scale. So there you have it. That gets you going with the pentatonic scale. And as you get more familiar with it, you're going to start to recognize this sound in the songs you love. And that's the best. Now, to help you put this together anywhere on the neck, I want to give you an awesome PDF guide that shows you the 5 patterns that I use to map this out all over the neck. You can grab this completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide, or I left a link in the description below. You can grab that as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and for more scales, check out this video next.